Whoa. Good girl. So now, if I sit here and anything that I do that I don't want to mean anything, she shouldn't do anything. I don't want a reaction to any of this. I want her to stand still and just stand. And then when I ask for something, I want to get that thing. This is Gigi that I'm riding, and I've done quite a few videos of her. Some of them are on YouTube, a lot of them are on Patreon. And if you've seen her previous videos, I've talked about the fact that she is deaf. And you'll notice as she moves around, she kind of carries her ears a little bit funny, and that's why. Well, she's in training to be a reining horse. Quite a few of this particular bloodline is deaf, and it's really not a big issue to them. She don't know what she's missing. It's not like she's out in the wild and she needs her hearing for her safety. It's really not a big issue for her. But she's not gonna hear whoa. She's not gonna hear easy. She's not gonna hear any of those verbal commands. So what I have to do is really work on her cues with my seat. She has a good stop started, and I want to kind of tune on that a little bit today. I'm gonna come around, I'm gonna push my feet forward, not gonna say anything. All off of just my seat, my legs and my seat. Now let's leg yield her over. Leg yield her the other way. And let's trot off again. Go a little bit faster trot. Circle around, I'll ask for another stop. I really don't want to be pulling her to the stop. I want to work on just my seat cue here. I can use the pull, but I want to really refine that one cue, so that's all I'm going to be using. Good girl. I still talk to her just like I normally do. We still say whoa usually when I'm riding, but she can't hear. She's kind of not real great in a stall. She'll pin her ears and go after the horses next to her in the stall, even over the tall walls we have. So she gets kind of hollered at once in a while, and then I laugh because she can't hear a thing. Can't hear that she's being fussed at. Oh, not gonna stop. See her nose went out. Not gonna stop. Let's get her nose back in. Let's get her right. I just recorded a video for Patreon talking about things being correct. As you're working with your horse, it's not like steps, step 1, step 2, step 3, little bitty progressions. And I want just that little bit of improvement, that she stays in better frame. She anticipated me there. I'm gonna stop her in the circle next time. Just that little bit better. I want her head to be in a little bit better position. That's going to help her stops develop. Going to help a lot of our other maneuvers develop. I'm doing the bend counter bend here because she was wanting to get her nose up when I straightened her up. There, that was better. We got a little bit straight. Took the slack out of my range and she brought her nose in. If you're finding what I'm doing helpful, if you would click the like button, and that will help YouTube know to send the videos out to other people. See how I get straight, she's anticipating to stop. This horse learns really quick. Gotta mix the routines up. I slowed my riding down just a little bit. Something to be really careful of when you're training your horses. You want them to react to your seat, your hands, your legs, but you don't want them reacting to little things that don't really mean anything. If I adjust myself in the saddle here, I really don't want her reacting to it. I want her to keep going. If I take my legs off, I want her to stop. So that last time that she stopped that I didn't really ask, I didn't really commit to the ask, but I wasn't really telling her to go good either. I want her to go until I give her a good solid stop. Everything that doesn't mean anything shouldn't give a reaction. Try it this way. Nose in, legs, legs, legs. There we go. Whoa. Good girl. So now, if I sit here and anything that I do that I don't want to mean anything, she shouldn't do anything. I don't want a reaction to any of this. I want her to stand still and just stand. And then when I ask for something, I want to get that thing. So as you're training your horse, think about those things. There is a level that you need to establish of at what point will the horse react, at what point should the horse keep going. So I've worked on two topics here. I've worked on kind of teaching her to ignore certain things, but I've also taught her that when I do this, I want to stop. Kind of two sides of the same coin. So those are two things that are real compatible that should be taught together. I was kind of fine-tuning the stop cue, and in the process, she was thinking stop in other places. So I want stop here, but I don't want stop here. Two things that really needs to be taught together. So if you have any questions about that, put it in the comments below and we'll talk about it. I've seen horses that are so overreactive to the rider that you can't hardly get anything done because the rider had them so reactive to every little movement meaning something, or letting every little movement meaning something. It shouldn't be that way. It should only mean something when you ask for it to mean something. So this is Gigi. I'll put a link somewhere here to our playlist in YouTube. Until next time, thank you for watching. Every Thursday at 9 o'clock Central Time, I do a live training video. After that is over, I'll take the audio from that and upload it as a podcast on Spotify. So if you're driving and you want to hear the topic of what we're talking about on that Thursday, and hear the questions, because I take a lot of live questions, live training questions, and talk about those. So if you want to try that on Spotify, that's Tim Anderson Horse Training on Spotify. I want to thank everybody for supporting me on Patreon. That's where I usually post some of the more detailed training videos. There's three levels: $5, $25, $75. $5 level, you get access to all those detailed training videos. $25 level, you get access to all the videos, plus you get 20% discount on video lessons, and you're entered for a drawing for a giveaway that I do once a month. $75 level, you get all of that, plus you get a free video lesson a month. I'll get thousands of questions a day. There's no way I can answer them all, but I answer Patreon questions every day. Patreon, Tim Anderson Horse Training. I appreciate everybody for supporting me there.